At different shows that obviously had a focus on disability, so did my bit in terms of letting, educating, informing, entertaining, the stuff that we're mandated to do. And over the years, built up a huge network in the disability sector, and I'd like to think that my shows over the years made a difference, and then when the opportunity came about to join the operations team in December 2012, I jumped at it, and I've been able to contribute on the back end, part of the National Disability Committee here at the SABC, which forms part of the National Employment Equity Forum, where we can talk about these issues and other disability-related issues. I've been able to give advice on content for different shows, etc. Linking, which I think is an important thing. Linking brands with who they can speak to about a particular thing. The Disability 360 project, which for me is probably the most favorite project that I've been involved in, simply from a legacy point of view. All of us that there was a group of us that worked on the project and came up with the idea. It took quite a while before we launched in terms of structure and how it was going to work, and what we were going to do. And so as a result, that project now has all of the SABC brands, 19 brands.
Amazing.
Talking to nearly 40 million people on a weekly basis that have committed to covering disability content on a weekly basis in all 11 official languages. To my knowledge, around the world, even with the greats like the BBC, I don't think that has been done anywhere in the world, particularly with countries that have so many different languages. I don't think it's been done. So it's a project to be proud of, and it's it's up and running, and every month it delivers thousands of minutes of disability content. So for someone like myself, I can walk away. I can retire, and the project will continue, and it will benefit people with disabilities 100 years from now.
My thing is, I am sitting here as an able-bodied person, and I find that sometimes we able-bodied people make decisions for people with disability, and it's always so great to have you contribute towards these conversations, because there's nothing for us without us. There's a statement like that. The slogan, right?
Nothing about us without us.
When you look back, or when you currently look at issues around disability within the South African context, what are you hoping will happen with a short-term, long-term, etc.? What are some of the things that you want to address immediately, and medium-term goals as well as goals that you want?
I was reflecting the other day, and I noticed, we've, and rightfully so, there have been a lot of marches and demonstrations for different issues, gender-based violence being one, LGBTQ community, around the world, and these are important issues to be tackled, and it is important for people to let, the world know how they feel, their leadership, how they feel. I haven't seen mass demonstrations when it comes to disability issues, and there's a whole lot of dynamics. You can't just get a group of people with disabilities to show up in an area and march from one place to another.
There are still so many issues around transportation.
Exactly. So we don't see that. So then we rely on all the activists in the sector to kind of do their bits in their little area of expertise and bring about change. And hopefully with social media and networks, we can get messages out there and do interviews and influence people and change mindsets. That's always been the hope for me. I've gone off what you actually asked me.
But you've actually answered my question perfectly, to be honest, because each and every single individual within their communities needs to stand up for the rights of the people with disability, right? And because you can't gather, because of so many logistical issues, you know, which need to be addressed,
and it's the little things. My partner was posting last night, and she was reflecting to say, you know, because we've been together for 12 years.
Yeah.
And she said, you know, it's all the little things that we take for granted. Every time, for instance, we go shopping, right? I have a fight with security because there are people parked in wheelchair parking that shouldn't be parked there. And for her, it's a tired conversation, you know what I mean? For me, it's an important conversation to have no matter how long, because until, you know, I will do it until they get it right.
Yeah.
To say, but guys, this isn't right.
Yeah.
You with me?
Yeah.
We need to change the mindset around the world, not just in South Africa. I'd like to, I use a hashtag quite a lot, people with disabilities matter. And I think a lot of the issues that people with disabilities face, not just in South Africa, around the world, is because the people that are making decisions, right, that have impact on them, are not thinking about them. I'm not, you know what I mean? I think in many instances, and it's not across the board, right? There's a lot of good that's happened. I'm just saying, equally, you know, there's
some work that needs to be done.
Yeah, to change people. That, you know, the day that I'm in front of you and to you I matter. That's when we start having
real meaningful change and conversations. Doug, unfortunately, we're going to have to wrap it up. You know, we are two broadcasters that can go on and on and on and on. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You are literally a ray of sunshine. I always enjoy our little conversations that we have on the 5th floor. But since you are still a broadcaster, I want you to intro the soothing sounds, right? It's Aniki right from Tembisa. She selected 6 of her favorite songs. Now, you're still a broadcaster, Doug. You still have it in you. Now, do a soothing sounds thing.
All right. Soothing Sounds, Radio 2000, 24 minutes past 2. Nikki's. Aniki. Aniki's selection. 6 songs. 6 of the best songs for Soothing Sounds coming up. Stick around.
There we go, Doug. You still haven't lost it.
Oh, don't man.
Lost it.
Dark on the side.